everything in your life is probably your fault. Like, being realistic. I remember this one kid just ran up
to me. Movie theater one?
Yeah.
The movie theater.
This kid was running up to me like full speed. So I just stiff-armed him. I'm not a scary person, but please do not run at me. Like, I will probably...
He will drop you.
I will knock you out. Like, I'm not... All right, 3, 2, and 1. Welcome to the podcast. This is our first podcast ever, and we're going to share some things with you guys that we've never shared online before. I'm here to give you guys some real value. We're here to talk about money. We're here to talk about people. And most importantly, we're here to talk about things that most YouTubers will never, ever talk about. So this is our first podcast. I also just want to say thanks to George for lending the podcast set. This is not our actual podcast set, but it is pretty legit. So, yeah.
Thanks, Mr. Moose.
Yeah, I'm Nathan. We got
James over here.
We got James.
And I'm Gabe.
Cedric.
Jordan.
Yep. All right.
The control panel squad.
All right. So, how do you do this? What do you? What do we talk about?
Well, you wanted to get into some money and word on the street from another podcast, Mr. Max Tuning's podcast. You made $28 million last year.
Woo!
Oh, we're talking about that first?
Well, you wanted to get into money, and I thought it would be
straight into it.
I think we just need to get right into it, you know?
We need the sauce, my boy.
All right, let's break it down. So 28 is actually 28.5 million.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
So,
Don't leave that half out, man.
Yeah, you can't leave the 500K. That's a lot of money right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's talk about. I mean, well, first off, to break it down, I mean, like, you don't make $28 million and keep all of it, right? Like, you know, you run a business, you have like expenses, you have people to pay for, you have props, you have taxes. I mean, like, taxes alone is 38% of that. Like, there's so many factors that go into it. Just because you make, you know, a certain amount of money doesn't mean you keep all of it. But, I mean, yeah. I mean, what can I say? We got a lot of views. Like, you know, that's a simple answer. But,
Does that include merch as well?
It does include merch.
Oh, okay.
Merch and brand deals. That's pretty much everything on YouTube. All channels. That's like everything YouTube related. That doesn't include like investments and stuff I do outside of YouTube. So it's like, it's more than that if you would calculate all that up. But
Gotcha.
I mean, the simple thing is, like, you make money and you spend money. And businesses have to make money and you have to spend money. I invest a lot of money as well. But also, like, it takes so much money to build things. Like, I'm building things right now. I can't really talk about them. I mean, I want to talk about a lot of things on this podcast, but I can't really talk about some of the things I'm building. But like it takes so much. It takes.
Bro, you just came on here saying we're gonna talk about stuff that normal people don't talk about, but I'm not telling you this.
It's just kind of confidential, and like it would compromise some people's jobs, you know. So I don't want to like.
Is it stuff that we know about?
It doesn't have to do with y'all, no.
Oh.
Yeah, so y'all don't even know
So
about it.
stuff we don't even know.
We don't even know.
No, it's
Wait.
projects. Look, I'll tell you one day. I just can't tell you now because like.
I think
Is
he's
this
good.
what we had the conversation about, us three, and the Thanos?
No, this is not. Anyways.
We're using code names.
Anyways, I mean, like what I'm building now takes a lot of money, and it's gonna help millions and millions of people. I mean, we already help millions of people. Like, we entertain like over 300 million people every month, which is just crazy, and that takes money. Like, it's just as simple as that. But I mean, like, there's so many things that drive me, at least what I do daily. Like I remember, like, let's just take it back, okay? So going from the most successful year of our lives all the way back to year 0, like before I started, like when I, like some of the lowest points in my life, I used to get on YouTube and just watch videos, and that would just make me smile, right? Like, it just like forget school, forget everything else that's going on, like it just made me so happy. So that's when I knew that I wanted to be a YouTuber, because I knew I could impact and change things like that. So like, it's just so crazy to me that a kid watching one of our videos at a low point in his life, whether he's like failing classes or he's having a terrible time at home, or maybe he's in the hospital, like who knows what he's going through, can watch one of our videos and just smile Like that is just like, because it's just like the littlest things that you can take away from that. But like,
so you're saying like when you were little and you were watching YouTube videos all the time, you were smiling, happy, that you wanted to become that person. You wanted to be the one reciprocating that feeling of joy and happiness and wanting to be that character of inspiration to people.
Yeah. Yeah, because I saw that as value. And I also saw myself as like, I was a very creative person. So like, I was like, I can do this. Like, and I can make these cool videos and make these smiles on all these people and like, just like change, I guess, like just change the way people see YouTubers, and like there's so many things that I could do. I just saw like a gap, and I was just like, yo, let's go for it. And when I first got on YouTube, I saw like so many different styles of content that I could have done that no one's done before, and I was like, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. And it's like there's so many things to it. But I mean, like at the end of the day, like owning a business is not for everyone. Like I'll just go ahead and say that. Like it's extremely hard. Like, bro, I have never like. I mean, like, dude, I have anxiety, bro.
Bro, you want to show them how hard it is?
I have never.
You want to show them the
side
effects of working?
Bro, before I started.
Show them what happens when you get really stressed.
Yeah. When you get so stressed.
Oh, dude, I lost my hair. Bro, okay, first off, okay, no, I'm being serious though. Like no. Like, bro, it's insane. Like before like YouTube started like actually going somewhere, like I've never had anxiety in my life. I have anxiety now. Like, bro, I see therapists. Like, it's like bad. It's not that bad, but it's like these are things that I like never thought would come into my life, and also like, bro, I have like hand problems, like because of how much I sit on the computer. Like, bro, I'm seeing like doctors every week. Like, it's just crazy. But you have to be like, the other thing is like, you have to be like, in order to be really successful, you have to be like so incredibly obsessed with what you do that like you've got to be willing to push yourself that far.
So for people out there, an easier way to say what you just said, like sum it all up, is the more you want and do in life, the more you're gonna get in return. So like, yeah, obviously you're gonna make money, but you're gonna be more stressed out about what you're gonna do with all that money, how you're gonna buy stuff, what physical problems and mental health issues that might come along with the journey of trying to be so, we'll say, great in this situation.
Yeah. I mean, you just gotta like outwork everyone.
More decisions to make and more stuff to worry about.
Yeah, you gotta be smarter than everyone. You gotta outwork everyone. You gotta have more knowledge than everyone. I mean, it's just as simple as that. Like, you gotta take every single video and you gotta look at every video, even if it was the best video you ever uploaded, and you gotta criticize on how you can make that better and make the next one better and the next. And that's another thing that's like super unhealthy about YouTube, is like every video has to be better than the last. And like, if you get comfortable. Like, if you just hit 1 million subs and like, oh, I hit 1 million subs, I'm comfortable, I'm chilling, I'm making like decent money, like, and then like, dude, a year later, you're just like, no one's gonna know who you are. Like, every video has to be better and better and better and better. And when does it get to the point where you can't make them better? Like, when does that ever happen?
Well, that's a good question that I had for you was, how long do you think YouTube's gonna last? Because the average content creator's lifespan is 5 to 7 years, and you've been doing it well over that. But
yeah, 10 years.
10 years now, and then. How many more years do you think you got left in you?
Probably another 10.
Sheesh. I'm good with that.
I think we're all good. I think we're all good with that, yeah.
Listen, you could be proud of yourself, but never be satisfied.
Yeah.
Wait, Alpha Land?
I mean, another thing I want to say is like a lot of YouTubers that, I will say, like, I feel like a lot of YouTubers that make the type of money that I made would spend so much of it on the stupidest things. And like, I spend a very small percentage of the money I make on my actual life. And like, and you could say like, oh, well, you bought that island house. That was like $3 million. I'm like, yeah, but like, I only bought that house for videos. Like, that's it. Like, the only reason I bought the island house was to make videos. Like, why else would I own the house? That's an asset for videos.
Plus, you live there.
Have you made returns on it
yet?
No,
I don't live there. On the what?
Have you made returns on the island house?
No way, dude.
No?
We've lost so much money on that house. But, I mean, I did, like, a long time, well, not a long time ago, about a year ago, I actually bought a big house. And it was, like, probably the stupidest thing I've ever done. And I learned a lot from it, too.
That was a nice house.
It was a nice house. It was really big. It was...
What house?
So I bought like, and no one really knows this. Like, I don't tell anyone this stuff, but like, well, at least YouTube, like y'all guys. But so I bought this big house, and it was like the stupidest thing I ever done because I was sitting in this house and I was like, why, like I don't know. I was just like mentally confused on why I deserve to be in a house this big. I was like, I don't deserve to be in a house this big. I don't deserve. Like, I was like, I feel like I haven't impacted enough people. Like, why am I living like this? Like, this is dumb. Like, I could take all this money that I bought this house for and I could invest it into my content. I could hire more people. I could do this. So, like, I literally got up next month and I sold the house. Like, it's gone. Like, I'm like, why would I? Like, this is such a waste of money. And that's the way I see, like, a lot of things now. But honestly, like, how many YouTubers actually have the mentality to do that?
I'm glad you went through that path, though. And realize.
I mean, someone's got to go through it.
Like that house path where, like, if you never actually took that jump to buy that house and realize, oh, this is not how I want to live. I could be doing so much more with my decisions and money, blah, blah, blah. Like, what if you never took that? Maybe you would have never experienced what you experienced, and later in life, you're like, oh, hey, I'm gonna buy all this now. Like, you could have corrupted yourself.
I feel like a lot of big content creators that do have all the nice stuff are seen very negatively. But if you think of like someone like Mr. Beast, he doesn't live in like this crazy mansion or drive crazy cars. He has like a basic house, and his most expensive car is like a Tesla.
Yeah.
And he's gone through the phase where he's bought a bunch of really nice stuff. And then same thing for like Preston. Preston's not even in a house, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, like, I think Preston even went through that phase. Like,
Yeah.
I remember Preston when he had, like, a lot of nice cars. Like, the first time I met Preston, he had a McLaren. He had a bunch of, like, cool stuff.
I think as you grow, you just grow out of the materialistic phase and just more of the business side of
Well, yeah,
content.
like, people don't understand that, like, so, like, a lot of people use nice cars to motivate them, right? They're like, oh, I really want a Lambo, or I really want this. And, like, once they get there, it's funny because, like, once you get there, you realize, like, all right, this is cool. And then, like, a month later, you're like, all right, well, what now? Like, it's kind of boring. Like, why do I have this? Like, and you're just like, all right, what's next?
It's maturing.
It's just,
You're
like, it's
a
just,
yacht.
it's
You're
just kind of
growing
like,
up.
it's
Time for
not
a
like,
yacht.
it's like the stuff you think is exciting when you don't have it is not actually that exciting.
We got to work towards an airplane now, like Drake.
What?
You got to get an airplane.
Well, far off from that, but that would be
The Drake plane.
That's a different breed. That man's on a different level, but that's crazy. When we were in Miami, we saw his plane. It was, dude, it's like an actual like commercially sized plane. Like it's like no joke. This thing's like a house.
He gives it like he does a tour, like a house
wings.
tour.
Like, dude, it's crazy. It's
Like
so
a
big.
like a Boeing.
yeah,
Like
it's
those
like a
planes
it's
you
like
just
a
normally see in the sky.
yeah, it's like a Boeing
Oh, yeah. There it is.
747, maybe 757.
Oh my
I don't know what
gosh.
kind of jet it is, but it's huge.
What?
A 767.
767-200.
Wow.
What's crazy is, I could be wrong about this, but he got that plane for free. It's like a $200 million plane. Cargo Jet gave him that plane if he would, and they had like a deal with him if he would just like post some Instagram pictures like with the plane. Like, bro, what? Like he was like, hey, like, you know, I don't know what their deal was, but he literally got that plane for free.
What's
That's
your
that's a steal.
what's your like dream brand deal to get?
Dream brand deal.
Yeah, is there ever just like, oh, I wish this brand would give me X amount of money to fund this, or like give me this? Like, for instance, Drake getting a plane. What's something that you would want from like a big brand?
I don't know. I think it just kind of depends on. I don't know. That's a hard. I've never really thought about that. I think it depends on how it could make a good video, I guess.
A wave machine?
Yeah, like not that, but like I don't know. Like
idea.
if a brand was to give me something really cool and really unique for a video, like that would be sick. That's probably the dream right there.
I think we need to like hit some people up, get a wave machine at the Island House.
A wave machine?
Yeah,
Like the
float.
surfing
Yeah, the
machines?
surfing one.
All right, we'll talk about that. in
I'll break
another,
it way too quick.
Tell us when they hit you up on TikTok, bro.
we'll talk about that.
We got
a
some
little-
clients ready.
a little later. Oh my gosh! Wait, those are sick.
That'd be really
We
sick.
should.
This before.
We should buy one of those. Wait, go back to that other link.
This one?
Go the other one.
The one with the anchor,
Oh.
the Caribbean one.
Oh, that's on a cruise.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What a cruise?
All right, hit me with some questions.
Give me one of your, give me one of your scariest encounters with people.
Scariest?
Yeah, like with the most like, I don't want to say awkward, but like the weirdest one. Like for example, mine would be I was in Buc-ee's and I was taking a pee-pee, and a kid comes up to me, grabs my shirt, and goes, "Hey, you're James from Unspeakable. Can I get your
Like while
autograph?"
you're peeing?
Yeah, yeah. Got
Did you
Oscar
turn
Mayer
around?
wiener
Did
in
you turn
hand.
around and pee on him? Like, did you just?
No, I did not turn and pee on the kid.
All right.
No, but yeah, he
How
comes up
funny
to
would
me.
that be if he was just like, he just tapped on his back and he was just like, "What do you want, kid?" And he's just still peeing.
But no, I did not do that. James myself would not be
that
here
would've
at
been
the
so
moment.
bad. Oh.
But yeah, no, that was like one of my weirdest, most awkward encounters, like having a kid stop me
I've honestly never
midstream.
like. I mean, the weirdest thing for me is like I'm very like. I don't want to say I'm weird in person, but I'm very like on edge because like people are weird.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
And like
You can't
are
trust
also,
people nowadays.
Yeah, you can't trust people. So like I remember this one kid just ran up to me, but he didn't say anything. Like he was just
running.
y'all. I think y'all were there for this.
Was it at
this
Buc-ee's or was it at
this the movie theater one?
Yeah,
Oh,
he
the
was.
movie
This
theater.
kid was running up to me like full speed, but he wasn't like saying like unspeakable or anything. Like he was just running straight towards me, and I was very confused because I was like the only one in this area, so he wasn't running towards like his dad or anyone else. So I didn't know what this kid was gonna do. I was like, dude, what if he like attacks me? Like I don't know. So I just stiff armed him, and he ran like straight into my hand, and yeah, it was really.
Hey, can I paint the scene for this? This is funny. I remember this.
It was.
So we're going to the movie theaters. We're going to the movie theater. I think me and you were wearing Unspeakable merch. And he tells us, he's like, "Bro, why'd you wear that? We're going to get recognized all the time, blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, "Bro, anyone would notice you in a heartbeat in a crowd with that ball of yours." I was like, no one's ever going to recognize us. They're going to recognize you. And what do you know? The kid doesn't even look at me and Gabe. He just bolts like death, and his eyes was going to give Nathan the worst and most biggest hug in the world, and just straight ran at him, like no disregard, didn't look both ways crossing the street, just ran at him. And then you just see Nathan become a Heisman Trophy winner, just stiff arm the kid. All doubts in that kid's brain just hit Nathan right in the hand, and I don't know, it was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
I've never seen you stiff arm a kid.
How far in your content career, like how long did it take until you started getting recognized in public? Like when was the first time?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, the first time I got recognized in public was at like a convention, and at the convention, people like specifically came there to be me, and I promoted that I was gonna be there. I was like, come meet me. So that was the first time I actually got, like, I guess met a fan in person.
Yeah.
But the first time I got actually recognized, like randomly, honestly, I really don't remember. It was probably when I was like at 5 or 6 million subs. It was definitely weird. Like it was.
And how long did it take for you to get used to that kind of stuff? Are you still getting used to it?
I'm honestly still kind of getting used to it because it's just like, it's just weird because you like never know when it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like you could be shopping for like clothes for yourself, and someone just comes up and they're like, "Yo, I love what you did on that one video," and I'm just like, "Oh yeah." I don't even remember filming that, but yeah. Like I don't even, like, bro, I've made like 4,000 videos. Like I don't remember a video I made in 2014. I'm
That's
sorry.
crazy.
I don't. But I'm always really nice to anyone. And if y'all ever meet me in person, please come take a picture. Like I'm not like a.
Just don't charge him.
I'm not a scary person, but please do not run at me. Like I will probably.
He will drop you.
I will knock you out. Like I'm not.
He
like,
is the Mike Tyson of Unspeakable,
Like, dude.
of YouTube.
Yeah, I actually. I didn't meet Mike Tyson, but I saw him the other day. It was the weirdest thing.
You didn't talk to him?
No, I was terrified.
You didn't
bro.
get him in a video?
I was terrified.
Can you imagine?
I texted you. I said, "Yo, Mike Tyson's sitting next to me at this restaurant," and you. Oh wait, maybe it was one of my other friends, but someone texted me and they're like, "How dare you to go knock him out?" I said, "What?"
What other friends? These two guys?
It wasn't me.
I don't remember who said it, but yeah, I was eating at a restaurant and like, I was like about to get my food, and there's like an elevator like 10 feet from me. The elevator comes out, and all of a sudden the server like right in front of me is just like, like that, like looking that way, and I'm just like, what are you looking at? And like literally 5 feet from me, Mike Tyson's just standing there, and he's just like.
That's his face.
He's like,
That's his face.
he's like, oh, can I get a table? And they had like I don't know who was with them. It looked like Rick Ross was with him or something. I don't know.
Like a nice little entourage of people.
Yeah, it was like 8 or 10 people that were with him. But it was just the weirdest thing. It just happened like a week ago. So I'm still.
Bro,
like,
what restaurants are you going to that have elevators in them?
I was at Nobu.
Famous
yeah.
boxers.
Yeah,
Famous
elevators and
boxers.
boxers. That's wild.
Yeah, but
We should have got him in a 100 layers video.
Boxing edition.
Bro, imagine just punching the wall.
that'd be live.
Dude, that'd
Be sick.
Call him up. Oh wait, you didn't talk to him.
Yeah, I didn't talk to him.
Why didn't you?
I don't really like. I don't know. I don't really like.
Was it like?
I don't
like-
really fan over people.
I was about to say,
like-
do you? Yeah, you just get that feeling where you're like we met the Undertaker the other day, and
Yeah.
it was just like we were like, yo, what's up? Like just
Yeah, I
chill.
mean, like,
I feel
just-
like you may have
well,
just
like-
gotten used to it now, because I feel like you've met so many big people.
No, not really, because like if I met someone like The Rock, I'd probably fan over him. But like, also like I realize that these people are just people, and I'm just like, I don't know, it's just another human. Like, yeah, he's cool, he's very significant, he's got a lot of followers, he's like everyone knows his name, but like he's just another person. Like, just be chill, like just say what's up. He's got a normal life just like you do. He drives his car to work just like you do. He eats, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like, he's just a person. So I'm like, I don't really like, it's not like I'm looking at like some glowing god that's just like standing there, yeah, so I don't know. I just don't really like fan over people. But also I treat them with like a lot of respect too, because I'm like, that's the way I would want to be treated if, I don't know, someone met me, so.
Yeah, I feel like that makes sense, because whenever we meet a bunch of other creators that we work with, I just think of them as people like you.
Yeah.
Oh, you hate them?
No, wait, what?
We're diving
No.
into this side.
But ASAP Ferg was pretty cool to meet.
ASAP Ferg was cool.
For like that brief 5 seconds.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Oh no, well you actually like interacted with him.
Yeah. He was pretty cool.
You met Dobrik.
Yeah, that was pretty cool too.
David Dobrik's super nice.
And Heath.
He's the Heath is so cool, yeah. We talk about cars all the time, but David's probably like one of the I will say the 2 nicest people, famous people that I've ever met in my life are John Travolta and David Dobrik. Like, he was just so down to earth. Because when I met David for the first time, he was like super busy. I didn't want to interrupt him, but I was just like, yo man, can I grab a quick picture? And he like literally was in the middle of doing something like where I met him, and he just like ended up like just talking to me for like a couple minutes. I thought it was the coolest thing ever, because I didn't even try to talk to him. I just like wanted to snap a pic and go. And I was just like,
That's sick.
it was just,
That's dope.
yeah, it was just so nice. So yeah,
That wasn't
respect
in
to that guy.
Miami,
He's
right?
so nice. That was in LA.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then you met him again in Miami.
Yeah.
I see. So
Yeah.
those are the nicest celebrities you've met.
What's the meanest?
Who's probably the worst or the meanest, maybe celebrity you've met or content creator you've worked with?
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
If you wanted
trying to-
questions, I'm here to supply them.
No, I'm trying to think. I can't really think of one, to be honest with you.
He's keeping his relationships tight.
Yeah.
I
You don't
respect
want
that.
burnt.
No,
bridges.
really. No. No, dude, I'll call someone out if they're rude. Like, I don't care. But, like, I really haven't met someone that's rude. I mean, I've met, like, some celebrities that, like, don't talk to me very much or don't acknowledge me, but, like, that's fine. Like, I don't really care.
Do you think
Like,
they ego you? Like they think they're better than you?
Oh, dude, people have so big egos. Like, everyone has an ego. It's like, no one cares. Like, all that stuff is irrelevant. Because one day you're just going to die.
I feel like that's.
Dark.
No.
You avoided me. You're gonna die now.
No. I know that's like dark, but like it's like true. Like one of the, I live by this quote by Steve Jobs. I really like I look up to a lot of like entrepreneurs like Elon Musk, Steve Jobs. There's a lot of people that I like study a lot, and one of my favorite quotes from Steve Jobs is, if you live every day like it's your last, someday you'll be right. Just think about that.
Yeah.
So like,
Fucking lot.
and if you,
You're gonna die.
no, but no. I know that's deep, but think about that. And if you applied that to your life every day, if you live every day like it's your last, someday you'll be right. But if you applied that to your life every day, everything else, all the problems and everything else that you face seems so small, right? Like ego is thrown out of the picture. Like, why would you have an ego? Like, or, I want to start a business, but I don't know what my friends are going to think about me. Who cares? Because if you apply that method to your life, like all that's just thrown out the window.
Did you ever think like that when you were starting your content? Like,
No.
In high school,
No, I
you're
had like no mindset. I had no idea what I was doing. But you have to teach yourself this stuff, right? Like this, like you have to read books. You have to like study people. I study successful people all the time. I study like, how did they do this? How did they get there? How did they do this? Like you just have to, like, that's another thing is like you gotta like constantly improve everything that you do, but you also have to know more than everything. I mean, like knowledge is power, right? So like, if I'm reading more, if I'm studying more, if I'm adapting more, if I'm improving more, like eventually I'll win more.
Yeah, it just
really simple.
doesn't come overnight. It's like
absolutely not. I've been doing this for
passion for something.
No,
Definitely.
it's like, yeah, that's another thing is people just want like quick success, but like that never happens anywhere. Like even people that like win the lottery, everyone that wins the lottery goes broke.
Yeah,
because they don't have the value of going through a journey to get somewhere. Like that's the most important, like that's literally the most important thing about going somewhere in life is like the journey to get there. Like if you're gonna, like for example, if you're gonna climb Mount Everest, right? Mount Everest is one of the hardest things to do in the world. It's like a 2-month journey, or like it's crazy, right? Like such very little people have done it. If you climb all the way up to Mount Everest, once you get to the top of that mountain, you're gonna be so impressed with yourself. You're gonna think about all the journey. You're gonna think about that cut you got on your knee. You're gonna think about like all the stuff you went through. You're gonna be so proud of yourself versus imagine if you just took an elevator up there. You're not gonna care. You're gonna go up there, you're gonna snap 2 pictures, and you're gonna be like, that's cool, I'll go back down and go get a burger.
Yeah, it's like.
But if you got all the way up there, you're gonna be crying when you get to the top. Like it's just like the journey's everything. People don't realize that. Like that's what makes everything. But
Another good example for that is like working out. Like you can't go to the gym
exactly.
one day, hit some bicep curls, and then think you're gonna be the strongest person tomorrow, or the most aesthetic person, or the best looking person. Yada yada yada. It's the process, the days, the tears, the sweat that goes in every single day, that experience of people you meet along the way that actually gets you there, that makes you so satisfied and proud about yourself.
yeah,
Gotta grind until you die, bro.
yeah, pretty much.
Grind until you die.
But yeah, I don't know. That's a really powerful quote. I mean, like if you live every day like it's your last, someday you'll be right. I don't know. That's just that was from Steve Jobs. I don't know if Steve Jobs got that from someone, but I heard Steve Jobs say it, so I don't know. It always sticks with me. And like it's real though. It hits you. You're like, oh, it's kind of right. I mean, like that's like death is a destination that everyone faces. You can't avoid it. Like everyone's gonna die one day.
I don't know, bro. I've played Cyberpunk. I'll just jack in.
Yeah, I think we're about to.
Wait till Neuralink comes out. Boys, we're gonna live forever.
Come on, Elon.
If you had the chance to upload your consciousness into like another body, would you do it to live longer?
Wait, in the metaverse or like
No, like
in an actual
like,
body
like
right
a
now?
body gets built and then you could upload your brain into like your consciousness
like
into
download
it.
your brain
I mean,
into
if
the
I got
cloud.
nothing to I mean, like, yeah, maybe.
Why
But
not?
you don't get
No
to choose
side
your
effects?
body.
Oh.
Well, I mean, you're a robot at that point. You could just interchange your parts.
No. There'll be like presets that you could download. I don't know. Or
What?
pick.
Look, what, like a Minecraft skin?
It's like whenever you're playing like GTA and you hit the random character
Yeah.
customization, that's what's happening to you.
Dang.
That's a
still
nice.
do it.
You'd still do it?
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
live until I could see we go to Mars and like
Bro,
colonize
that's gonna be
Mars.
happening in the next few
Are we
years.
doing
No,
that
like-
in 20, 30 years
colonize
or
it.
something?
colonizing
Oh, yeah,
Mars,
that's a
like
long ways away.
I give it
terraforming
15
Mars.
years.
15?
15 years.
No way,
colonize,
bro.
dude.
Yeah.
To like have an atmosphere and everything on Mars and water? There's no
I'd give it
way.
like
You
over
think
100
15
years.
years?
15 years. Mark my words.
No way. They haven't
Add
even.
like a 0 on the
He's
end of
sticking
that.
to it.
Maybe 2
Bro, we
zeros.
just found water underneath Earth's crust, bro. We haven't even
we've been
explored
here for like
this
3,000
world.
years. Dude.
Exactly.
The ocean.
Who cares about Mars?
Dang, bro.
Figure out this world first.
Isn't that wild? The Earth's been around for billions of years, but
Yeah, but the
we've
reason
only
they're
documented
trying
3,000.
they're trying to make so Elon is and Jeff and all the other guys that are doing the space stuff, like, first off, those guys are like,
You're on a first name basis with them.
those are well, like
not Mr.
I really
Elon?
study these guys. I
Not
watch
Mr. Bezos?
everything about them. I watch documentaries. I study, like, I really admire Elon and Jeff over what they built, especially Jeff, because, like, he's literally transformed an entire economy.
Jeff Bezos, by the way.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos,
I only got one Jeff in mind.
founder of Amazon. But it's just crazy what that guy was able to do. Just from starting a bookstore. Like, I mean, like, it's insane. But now, I mean, those guys are focusing on making humanity a multi-planet, like, life. Like, they vision that, like, humans need to live on multiple planets, not just Earth. Because Earth can only sustain us for so long.
I mean, we're already kind of in
that we know
Right?
of.
in the gutter.
And, like, what if like, another crazy virus, like, wipes us out?
Monkeypox.
Like something, like, who knows what it is, bro? It could be something like Corona, but like 10 times deadlier, or like
Heineken.
World War IV, like a nuke could destroy the entire planet, like, and then, like, everyone's gonna have to go to Mars. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's just crazy.
I'm with it. Like, I support it 100%.
What,
it's gonna
war?
take a long, long
going to
time.
space.
But I mean, I hope
You
I'm
just
alive
said
when.
15 years.
Yeah. Hey, exaggeration, my boy.
10 years ago, we were in high school.
Yeah, and look.
I mean, yeah,
Now we got
they're definitely
we can
gonna
fly.
have multiple planets in the
we
future.
got airplanes and stuff.
Are you going to be the first YouTuber in space?
I don't want to go to space, honestly.
I think
Well,
that-
Dude Perfect already went to space.
Like space.
Yeah,
Not
they
like
just
not
did it.
like the plane where
No,
you
no,
can-
they
No, they went
they went to
outside.
outer space.
They actually
yeah.
went to space.
No way.
300,000 feet. Like, they went with Blue Origin, which is Jeff Bezos' company.
Come on, guys.
They
Get
haven't
with the pop
uploaded.
culture.
They haven't uploaded the video yet.
Oh, okay.
It was just on their Instagram, but
What?
yeah, no,
That
they
is crazy.
no legit. I mean,
I-
they made a video about it. They just haven't uploaded
I was
yet.
gonna
Doing
say.
trick shots from space.
Dang.
Yeah, no. So I think Dude Perfect is the first YouTubers to go to space.
Because I was about to pitch a space race,
Space race.
like how we went on a space race for the Soviet Union, but it would just be YouTubers. All these YouTubers are just racing.
I don't know
to
if
get
I
to
would
the-
want to.
Boxing, now they're
I don't know if I would want to
Yeah.
go to space, honestly.
Hey, you gotta try it once.
I just like.
The thing about it, you're going to a place where
I love kissing the ground, bro. Like, that's like really high up. Like, you know how much stuff can go wrong up there? Bro, you're like 300,000 feet in the air.
okay,
And
well,
they haven't even perfected it yet.
Bro, what if you run out of oxygen up there?
yeah, but you like
What if you start floating and you just never
you
come
fly
down?
all the time.
That's like my biggest fear.
Yeah,
is,
like, what if you, because
getting
once you're
lost
up,
in outer space and just floating away.
yeah,
Yeah,
what
like
if you
Sandra
just
Bullock.
float away? Like, how are you gonna come back? Like, I know they have rockets and they can control them and everything, but like, what if something goes, bro? What if you just
How
gone?
do
Like,
you get too far?
Well,
nobody
that's
can
what-
find
that's
you.
what
what
training's
if,
for.
Like, there's so many things out there. Like, the ocean has currents. What if you get sucked in some space current and you just like
Yeah.
you're just like gone
That's
and
actually
you're
a thing.
and you're
Really?
so far away
really?
that they can't
Yes.
even reach you.
I guess it's like the gravitational pull of things, right?
Space currents?
But you fly. You love flying private.
I mean, yeah, but like
Oh, shoot.
Dang,
Well, okay, well-
you throwing shade, my boy. Yo, don't make
flying
him.
What was our
flying in a plane is way different than going to space. First off,
Especially a private one, huh?
yeah. Why are you throwing shade? What's wrong?
I just want to. How much is a private flight? Just one.
Well, it depends on what
depends on
kind of
what
jet
you
you get.
See, we don't have that luxury at Spirit Airlines.
What you mean? You fly with me on the plane?
Yeah, but whenever we had to leave Vegas, oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
That was bad.
What else did we do?
You're just spoiled, bro.
Oh, I'm spoiled.
You're spoiled.
We have someone else that's spoiled.
Yeah, we have Noah over here.
55,000 on TikTok.
Noah's flown.
Noah here, one of our videographers, great man.
Is he though?
He has
pretty naughty.
only flown private in his entire life.
No, he's flown one commercial. And
He's
we
flown
heard about it.
one
for like
commercial
4
flight.
days.
Commercial.
Three commercial flights.
3 commercial.
He's
But
flown.
8 private.
privates.
3 commercial.
Dang, bro.
I mean, we could talk
Wow.
about some planes. I love planes.
Yeah, that's what the first thing you wanted to do in life, huh? You wanted to become a
Yeah.
flight attendant.
I mean, yeah,
Or
so
flight attendant.
Flight attendant.
I mean,
Wait, so you wanted to stay on the ground? Like you kissed the ground, but you wanted to be a pilot?
No. Like, okay, first off, flying in a plane and going to space is two totally different things. Planes go to 40,000 feet. Space is like 300,000, bro. Like, that's like totally different things. You don't even have oxygen up there. Like, it's like a whole different level.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
It's way different. But yeah, I mean, like occasionally, yeah, I fly private. I don't fly private all the time, but I do.
Oh my gosh, no. Bro, how are you gonna type how high is space?
It's only 62
Only
miles.
62 miles.
62 miles. You know how far that is?
What you mean,
Straight
bro?
up?
That's a while.
That's like
Straight up?
from North Houston to South Houston. Yeah, that's my drive to Rosenberg. 61 miles.
Oh, you were right. Well, it's 327,000 miles.
Feet.
That's feet,
Feet.
bro.
Feet.
That's
Miles
feet. That's
away.
not miles.
Oh, Jesus.
That's all right. So let's talk about planes because I think this is interesting.
I don't
think-
know anything about planes.
I think a lot of
They
people
fly.
don't know this. So like,
They fly.
so I love
Thanks, Gabe.
Yep, I got you.
I love flying. I love flying private. I love flying commercial. I love it all. But it's so Peter, I'll give you 3 reasons why I like to fly private, especially. And most people are going to be like, "Oh, you like to fly private because it's fancy and you take a, it's so nice and you get your little champagne." And that's not really why I fly private. Like none of that. So like the first thing is like I'm like actually very passionate about planes. Before I started YouTube, I wanted to be a pilot. Like I actually went to training, like this is like very legit. And I'm also very passionate about planes. Like I love studying planes. I love seeing how the wings work. I love seeing how the tires. Did you know planes, tires are filled with like nitrogen?
No, we had this conversation, but
Crazy fact,
Yeah,
but
you
yeah.
mentioned it the other day.
But like,
So I'm very passionate about planes. The second reason is I'm a very visionary person. Like that's just how I learn. Like even in my office, I have posters, I have pictures of, like certain awards I want to win one day. I have pictures of the future office building that I want, my company, my team to work out of. And like, the thing is, I've always been a visual person. Even like in school, I'm very visual. Like I have to see things to learn them. Like I can't just be told them. Like that's the type of person I am. And I think at the end of the day, like your mind is so powerful. So when you see, feel, and touch things like that, you adopt like a different type of mindset that you've never kind of unlocked, if that makes sense. I mean, there's a quote that I really like by Ronaldo, and he says, "Think you are the best, even though you aren't, because it's the only way you will be the best." I like that. The third reason I would say is back to the Steve Jobs thing. If you live every day like it's your last, someday you'll be right. So if you have the opportunity to take a cool plane, why would you not?
I mean, yeah, if you
You
have
know?
it, if you have the
But
resources for it, go for it.
I will say this, and this might be a little, interesting, and I get this comment a lot, right? Like if I take a, if I take a picture of like my car or something, or like if we take a picture like with even if we take a picture like with a jet ski or I guess a plane in a matter, a lot of people will say, "Oh, you could have donated that money, or you could have done that, or you could have done that." Like people comment this stuff on my stuff all the time. And it's not just me, it's like so many other people, like billionaires. Like if a billionaire post a picture with his plane, people will be like, "You could have sold that plane and donated that $50 million and blah, 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 blah." But like, some people might get angry about this, but this is just the truth. Like that is like the dumbest argument in existence. You want to know why? Because that argument applies to anything you buy in life.
Oh yeah, no. 100%.
James, how much did you pay for that shirt?
It was a bundle.
How much did you pay for that shirt? How much did you pay for that shirt?
I'll say what, $15 then.
$15. Why didn't you buy the $10 shirt, and why didn't you donate the $5?
They didn't have $10 shirts.
But you see what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
You see
I know
how
what
this?
you're talking about.
Why did you buy the $1,000 iPhone when you could have bought the $800 iPhone and donated the other $200?
Clout.
Like, first off, I want to say that, like, yes, I donate a lot of money, and I don't need to say a specific amount because I donate like
Can you
a
give
lot
us
of money.
a range?
hundreds of thousands of dollars every year. There you go. A lot of money. We work with a lot of charities for merch too, which is really cool. So we do a lot of stuff. So before you say like, do you even donate money? Because I know now someone's gonna comment this, bro.
Oh no, you will never get.
There's always
haters
something.
are always out there.
There's always something people.
Just to
gotta
make me
say,
mad,
man.
someone's gonna comment it. I can already
What's
feel
the
it.
what's the
even
comment
comment.
you get that like really like makes you upset?
First, I also want to say, because I try to reply to people, but like I remember a long time ago, this mom commented on one of my pictures, and she was like, "You could have donated that, or you could have spent that money at like this shelter or whatever." And I replied to her, and it was a specific shelter. I'm not gonna call out the name, and I was like, okay, lady, like I totally understand where you're coming from, but I actually donated, I think it was like $8,000 or $10,000 to that exact shelter like last month, and then I said, and this was kind of I don't know if it was rude, but I said, how much did you donate to that shelter? And I'm not saying that to like one up her and be like, I donated this and you donated this, but she replied and she said, I didn't donate.
Oh, she responded?
She said, I didn't donate to the shelter. So why are you attacking me? Like if you, I don't know, I'm not going to get deeper into the conversation, but the
I feel
point.
like billionaires donate like $250K, and then I see replies on like Twitter, and they're
First-
like, why didn't you donate $200 million?
Yes, bro,
Oh.
dude. Okay, this is insane. Like, so Bill Gates came out with, Bill Gates, this was a while ago, I don't remember, but he donated like $200 or $800 million. I don't remember what the amount was, but it was an insane amount of money. And you know what? Almost every single comment on the news articles about this was, why didn't you donate more?
That's all.
What? Or yeah, that's all you donated? You're worth blah, 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 blah. Why? Okay, first off, be thankful that he did it in the first place. Like, why did like?
Well, people like to watch the world burn, bro. People are never satisfied with themselves, so they have to attack other people to just make themselves feel better.
Exactly. And that, first off, can we just go back? That goes back to my point where if you live every day like it's your last, someday you'll be right. And I feel like this solves so many problems in life and culture and humanity, because if everyone adopts that mindset, then they wouldn't comment stuff like that. They would be like, wow, he donated that today. That's awesome. What can I do? What can I be better at? Can I donate something today? Could I help someone today? Could I hold the door for this old lady that's coming up today? Like, could I ask some random dude how his day is going? At the end of the day, it's just about being a good person. That's really it.
Yeah.
Because like anything you do to other people, it rubs off. Like if you're rude to someone, it's gonna rub off to them, and they're gonna be rude to someone else. If you're nice to someone, it's gonna rub off to them, and they're gonna be nice to someone else. Like that's how the world works. Like it's just really that simple.
Yeah, but with all these haters out here,
It's
man,
not-
it's hard to live life like that.
I don't know. I could talk about this stuff all day, but that's just my take on it. If someone doesn't agree with me, then that's totally fine. Everyone has their own opinions, and that's totally fine. That's perfectly fine with me. You know.
Are there any videos that you've made that you wish you didn't make? Like, it's either the views were down, the video itself sucked, or like the profit margin's just like terrible.
I mean, there's like so many videos that we've lost money on.
Is there
Like
one
so many.
specifically that just tanked so bad that you can't even like watch it anymore?
The one we just uploaded,
How much was that?
the bounty hunter video.
How much was that?
I'll say the bounty. Well, first off, this video is kind of new, so it like.
It might pick up.
So it might pick up. So I could change my mind, but right now this is the worst video we've posted all year, and it's also,
One of our biggest ones.
That video probably cost like $75,000.
That's a lot cheaper than I thought it was, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean you took everybody to a different country, so like
Yeah.
honestly, that's not that
Except this
bad.
guy.
Yeah. So that video needs a lot of views.
You think
even
it
just to
was-
cut even,
think
and
it
that's
was
not
bad
even
'cause he
including
didn't go?
like payroll and all the other things we pay for. Like that's just the video cost. That's not like payroll and editing and
Yeah, it's not even counting all the churros I ate.
yeah.
And the tacos we got.
Yeah.
Bro, I miss
Also
the
the
tacos.
stadium hide and seek we did.
Now it comes out.
That was like
That video
that was like
sucked.
$120,000 video that got like 3 million views.
And what was it, like a 5-month edit? 4 or 5
It
months
took
edit?
us 5 months to edit this video. Like this was like, and it's not like we edited it for like a couple days, then we stopped. Like this was like, it was always being worked on. Like it was like people don't realize how much work goes into some of these videos. Like, and it's so crazy when you put that much time, that much money, that much creative power, that much work, whatever, into a video and you release it and it's just like no one even watches it.
How's that make you feel?
I mean, you just look at it and you're like, okay, well, let's take this as a learning experience, right? Because you learn the most from your failures. So like, I look at the video, I break it down as much as I can, I read all the comments. There was comments like saying like, there was a lot of comments saying like, oh, this video was so cool, but I wish it was real. Like all that stuff. I think of all that stuff and I was like, and I kind of digest it. I was like, is this dude just memeing or is this like a legit thing? Like, how much better could the video could have been if it was actually real? Because the bounty hunter chase that we did was obviously fake. Like it was staged. We built it like a movie, but it was a great video. Like, I mean, if you think about it, every action movie's fake. Like, you really think action movies are real? Like, no, it's all like they set up every single scene. Like, it's all choreographed. Like, they trained for it for months. Like, so that's kind of what we were going for. But I feel like that is not the type of content people want to see on YouTube, so that's why that failed. So what you do is you dissect the video, you pick up all the pieces of why you think it did bad, and you apply them to the next video, and you learn, and you adapt, and then you keep going.
You've never been super like upset about a video's performance?
Oh, I mean, I'm definitely upset because like
you ever punch a hole in the wall?
nah.
Dang.
I don't really get that angry. I mean, I just kind of you just take it as a learning experience.
How, man? Teach me how you just not get
Control
angry.
your feelings, my boy.
You just don't like. That's another thing that I've learned a lot about business is you never let your emotions get in the way of anything.
That's why he's always like in our meetings. He's like, yeah.
That makes so much sense.
Not like that. Like,
Oh, we gotta
Like, you
fire
can't-
him. Okay.
Yeah.
This will be
Emotions-
this will be said.
emotions control a lot of people. They control people's decisions. They control like, oh man, I really don't want to talk to this person about this because it could make them upset or it could make me upset. Like when you know in the back of your mind, you really need to talk to that person about that certain thing. Like emotions change so many things. And I'm not saying you shouldn't have emotions. Like people should have emotions. Like it's like we're all human.
You're talking about
But, like-
delivery, body language, tone
Yeah.
of voice, all that, blah blah
Yeah,
blah.
I mean like stuff like that, but also like you can't let your emotions get in the way. Like if you put all this time, all this effort, all this stuff into a video and it all absolutely does terrible, you can't get upset about it and you can't let it bring your mood down and all this stuff. You failed, you learn, you reset and you do it again. You move on. That's
it for like people at home watching, it's for example is like Nathan sees this isn't the best video like he's been talking about, and he just takes it out on me and Gabe, and he's just like, well, you guys sucked, you could have been happier, you could have made it more energetic than this, and then it reflects on us like, oh dang, we're crap, like we should have done better, what are we doing wrong? And it just shows like if you be the bigger person, you take time to think about everything and you deliver it in a different way, like, oh hey guys, like let's think about this, we could have done this differently instead of this, and then you boost people's morale more than deteriorating them.
Yeah. That's another thing is like I feel like a lot of people don't take responsibility. Like this might sound harsh too, but it's the truth. Like everything in your life is probably your fault. Like being realistic. I mean like
That's a little
look,
rough.
yeah, that's a very
This ain't my fault, bro.
No. First off, that's a very harsh thing to say. But there's a lot of it's like I'm not trying to be harsh, but if you think like obviously there's things you can't control. Like if you get into a car accident, like there's certain things you can't control, right? And you just got to live with it, and you just got to move on, and you got to adapt. But there is so many things that people blame other people for certain things or whatever happened or certain outcomes, when in reality it all circles back to you, right? Like if I have let's say I have a problem with an employee, right? And like I can't blame stuff on them. I hired that person. Like, it all comes back to me. Like, I started all this. Like, if you think about it, like, people just need to take more responsibility. But I don't want to talk about that, like, a lot. But, I mean, I could talk about that for a while. But I just think people just need to think that a lot of things do flow back to them when they realize that they think it might not. If that makes sense.
So jumping to a different topic, how does it make you feel to film a whole video or multiple videos? Like, hire all these people, buy all these props, spend all this money, you film it all, you get it all edited, and then you watch it and you're like, this is the worst video I've ever seen in my life. And you don't even post it. How does that make you feel?
We've only done that once, right?
I've done it a couple times.
Probably a second coming soon.
We've done it a couple times.
Yeah, it's being used.
I mean, I don't know. Same thing with a video doing bad. You just take it as a learning experience. You figure out what you messed up on and you move on. That's about it.
There's no way, I mean, there's a way, 100%, but, like, it has to affect you to a certain degree, like, hardcore.
Not really.
No?
He's just a robot, bro. He's just like
That's what I'm telling you. That's why he's always in our meetings. He's like, yeah.
No, because you got to realize that failures
happen.
well, first off, if you're in business, you're going to fail at everything. Like, you know, like there is, like you're going to find 1,000 ways that don't work, but you're going to find one way that does work, right? And you have to, like, as you go through, like the past 10 years of my YouTube career, I've learned that failure is just something that it's just a part of the game. Like, you're going to fail every other week. You might fail every day for 3 months straight. But you just got to keep going. Like, you just can't give up. Because if you give up, like, that's it. What are you going to do now? You know, like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I understand.
So, like, I think failure doesn't really, like, do I get upset sometimes? Yeah, like, I can get upset, like, but I try not to let my emotions, like, control decisions that I make. I always understand that, hey, take this failure as a learning experience, and what did I learn from it? What can I get out of it? Because you're going to learn way more from failures than you will from being successful.
And that's what I've been trying to get out of you with what I just asked.
What, that last thing?
Yeah, well, all of it,
Oh,
basically.
yeah, okay.
You got a question?
Yeah, I mean, but like, these are things you have to, like, learn as you go. Like, you know, it's not like you just adopt all these things, like, instantly. These are things that you're going to have to, like, you know, kind of customize, and you're going to be like, how do I do this? And how do I act in this situation? Like, how do I, like, I failed so bad. Is this the end? Like, you know, like.
Yeah, no, I understand completely. So a lot of questions I get a lot, like, in person or on Instagram is, like, the sketchy things we do. So my question to you is, what's, like, the sketchiest thing you've done on YouTube?
Define sketchy.
Most dangerous.
Most dangerous.
Like dangerous?
Yeah, sketchy, dangerous, life-threatening. Even if we didn't post it, or we did post it,
Or even just you at the island house being an idiot.
anywhere, anytime, like,
Anytime I go tubing with you driving, I'm scared.
Bro, what you mean?
Bro.
You almost killed me.
You remember when we were on that big blue tube? I went into a bush.
Okay,
I went into, like,
I almost
bro,
hit a tree.
Me and Gabe flew like 20 feet on the beach. I thought I was gonna break my neck. I seriously thought that was, when I was mid-air flying, I thought I was gonna break my neck. I was like, this is it, I'm dead.
The barrel rolled like 4 times on the beach.
I'm dead.
All I'm saying is,
that was sketchy.
You and George driving, I never trust. You almost killed me on that giant tree, threw me across the ground like 10, 15 feet, and he did the same exact thing. Literally the same spot. I can't trust y'all driving
I mean,
a
like,
jet ski. A car, supercar, yeah, I'll trust y'all, but not a jet ski.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna trust George in that supercar, but.
Yeah, he sent me a video the other day of him in the G-Wagon jumping it. Yeah, I don't know if I trust that one.
I mean, like, we haven't really done too many sketchy things. I mean, like, there's obviously, like, stunts we do and stuff like that, but, like.
We've done a lot.
Speak for yourself, my boy.
I feel like, yeah.
I mean,
What
like,
you mean? I built a 4-story scaffold in the backyard by myself. What do you mean not sketchy?
Yeah, but, like, he was next to the pool. Like, you could have just fell in the
That's
pool.
not
And
Minecraft.
concrete.
There's no water fall damage with a water bucket.
In
Okay,
the
look.
shallow end where the hot tub is.
I don't know. I mean, look, bro, you have no emotions. You break your arm, you move on. Like, you just.
Have you guys ever broken a bone at work?
I'm just kidding.
Have y'all ever broken a bone at work?
I have not.
You haven't?
I don't think anyone's broken anything.
I don't-
did. I broke my hand on that desk when we were doing.
Oh yeah.
You actually broke your
It
hand on
legit
that?
broke. Yeah, I came to work with it for like. I never got it fixed or anything.
Replay
Now
that.
my
for us.
I never saw
Replay
like a
that for us.
cast or anything.
I didn't
You
get it
actually
fixed.
broke your hand?
I will bring up pictures. Hold on. I gotta show you guys this.
I think my worst injury was probably this one, where I flipped the car on
Oh,
the
that wasn't even
asphalt.
that long ago.
No.
That was when
Road
we
rash.
built the go-kart track. James flipped it. Just yeah.
I think just.
That was pretty
I don't
sick.
think I've been
That's bad.
injured too many times. I got hit by that giant flying Diet Coke bottle.
That was funny.
Yeah.
And then there was a time where you guys told me to run inside to grab some towels, and so I was running.
Oh yeah, and you fell on
And
the
I,
floor.
and I
Oh.
No, I like banana peel
Oh.
slip like in the cartoons, bro.
I saw
when
it.
you hit me in the eye with that confetti cannon.
Oh
That was bad. No, I thought I lost my eye. Like that was scary. Like I couldn't see out of my, I think it was my left eye.
Left eye.
No, wait, it was my right?
No, it was left.
Hold on, let me look up.
Let me look up. What are you looking up?
Because
Bro, skip the ad, cuz.
I think it's my right eye. Cuz I have like a
Oh, it was your right eye. Yeah.
I have a dead spot in my eye now.
Blind spot.
So
Now you have
not like
something to always remember.
No,
me
but
by.
like if I look at like a solid color or if I look at like the blue sky, I can like see these little dots. And I didn't have that before that happened.
You're
So
welcome.
it's like these permanent like dots. I don't know. I don't
They
know
call
how,
me LASIK.
but
I fixed
yeah, that was terrifying. That was probably the sketchiest thing I've encountered.
I don't know. I always get all my serious injuries from working here. Like when that metal went through my foot.
Oh yeah.
And
Picking
that,
up trash.
yo, and that,
Bro,
it
he
took
was-
like 4 months to heal from that.
Yeah, so he stepped on this thing in the attic when we were trying to like film some props, or he was trying to get some props or something.
No, I
for
was
a
in
video.
like, I was in the office, the old office.
Oh, it was the office.
And then we
Just
were like
cleaning out the-
cleaning all of the trash out.
So this man, like, he had this piece of metal go through, and he has a shoe on too, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it like went through his foot, like it was like, oh man, that's a broken hand
Yeah,
right
that
there.
was my hand. This is my other one, just for reference.
Oh my god.
Here's my other one for reference, just so you know what a normal hand
Yeah,
looks
it
like.
looks a little swollen.
Yeah, no.
That is my broken hand.
It looks like you got stung.
Yeah, but like, so James stepped on this metal thing. What was it, like a month later, bro? You were still pulling out pieces of your shoe.
Oh
that
no,
went in
like
your foot.
even
Like
3
two,
months
yeah.
deep.
Like we're pulling out like blue string that was from your shoe.
Every
It went
month was a
through my
different
bottom
material.
of my shoe, through my sock, all the way to the very top of my foot.
Dude,
Ain't
I
that
hate
workers'
talking about
comp,
this.
bro.
This is so painful.
Where's the workers' comp?
Do you wish it went all the way through?
Yes, 100%. If it would have went all the way through my foot, it would have made life so much easier because I would have never got infected.
Don't you think that's such a weird thing to say?
Yeah.
What?
I wish it went all the way through.
Wait, why didn't
I
you?
wish
Why didn't you just get like another
Another
Why didn't you
metal and
just-
stab the
and
top?
stab it through?
Why didn't you
Oh,
just?
the other
Just
side,
go
that
through,
would've
yeah.
been
Why didn't you
easier.
break your other hand?
Well, it didn't make his life hard. He had
Why didn't
another
you just
hand.
Step on it harder. Why didn't you just like step on it a little harder? You know?
What was my reaction when that happened? It was just like,
You
I
screamed.
stepped on it.
You
You,
were just
weren't even
kinda
there.
shocked.
I was there.
You were working out.
No, I watched it go in his foot. You were just kind of like shocked.
Wait, what's
You were trying to like
wasn't
fold over a little piece of metal. It was about that big, right? And you're trying to step on it to fold it down, but it didn't.
It was
didn't
like the
budge.
sixth
it just
time,
went in
too.
the shoe and through your foot, and you're just kind of.
I like lifted up,
Yeah,
and I
and
was
it
just
stuck-
like,
it was stuck
that
to
just
your
went
shoe.
through my foot, and you see blood all over it. You see, I take off my shoe and my sock, and you just see blood just dripping down. I was just like, all right, well, let's
Podcast
clean
is
this.
gonna get demonetized, but it's all good.
Let's animate this portion.
Blood going everywhere.
He just steps on the spike and he just explodes.
I think Jordan has probably shed the most blood here.
Yeah, I cut my hand on that sword. That one was pretty nasty.
Oh yeah, that was bad.
And every time you guys hit the
When you
cube,
tried
the
to
tungsten
swing that
cube.
watermelon or whatever it was.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
sorry,
that was
That
actually-
was your fault.
No, he didn't try to
completely,
cut the
though.
watermelon with a sword. He was trying to cut the sword with a
Yeah.
watermelon. he got the watermelon and he's pushing it
Okay,
against
you're
the sword.
stupid.
Like,
Yeah, you have the stupidest injuries. Mine are just by fault in videos.
and then every time you guys hit the tungsten cube with the axe, the shrapnel.
Oh yeah, that's happened 3 times in 3 different Tungsten Cube videos.
Yeah, that happens to the last one we filmed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I looked down and my leg's just like covered in blood.
Yeah, it's funny because when you hit the tungsten cube, the cube is so strong that the shrapnel that is hitting you, it's funny how it only hits Jordan, it doesn't hit me, but the shrapnel that hits Jordan is actually from the metal or steel axe that we're swinging at it. It's not from the cube. It's just crazy.
Happens every time. Doesn't matter where I stand. Like, you're standing right next to it and it doesn't hit you.
Yeah, I'm closer than you are. You're like
And then
10,
I could be
15
like
feet away.
20 feet away and it's still somehow fine. It hits me in the same spot, too.
It really does. Yeah.
Bro, maybe you got like a magnetic leg.
Bro,
Yeah.
it's the same
It
leg.
literally is. It's right there on my shin.
We're getting the same camera angle.
Maybe.
I need you to switch it up next time.
I will. I'll try it.
You know, Jordan doesn't learn a lot. We stand in
Bro,
the
we
same
had this
spot.
man dive through a whiteboard
You know-
and cut his leg open.
Bro, he almost
yeah,
fell
come
through
on.
the ceiling.
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean?
See, he does the stupid stuff.
So, all right, story.
Second day on the job.
Second day on the job, Jordan falls through my ceiling. And then we decided to actually destroy the ceiling because he didn't fall all the way through.
my
And I was
gosh.
like, okay, bro, if you're going to fall through the ceiling, you got to go all the way through. Like, you can't just stick your foot through it. That's lame. And
I
then-
was so scared, too, because I had to text you and I had to tell you.
Yeah, he was
I
telling
felt-
me, he's like, what do I do? It's like, bro, just text him. Nathan will understand.
The best
Just
part
talk
was
to him.
we're all
It's
hyping
funny.
him up too. We're like, yo, he's gonna fire you.
I looked over and James
bro.
is like, it was a good run, 2 days.
Nice to meet you, bro.
It's funny because I remember, I don't remember what I said, but I came to you, I was like, yo, this is great content. Like, let's film it. We made a whole video about it.
Yeah,
He's like,
what-
let's
what-
not get all the way down now.
Yeah, we sent the whole, like, dummy through it.
I remember that, dude.
Yeah, it was
that,
great.
that was a good times. I missed that house.
Yeah.
Should have
Yeah.
sold it to James.
James, you should have bought it.
Should have had a better asking price.
Bro.
APR.
Yeah, it's such a,
What you mean? It was market value. You
at the time, oh my god.
know how much the house is now?
Oh yeah, I know.
With the
Trust
housing
me, I
market?
know.
Oh man, it's crazy. I wish I would have kept that house. I would have made like so much money if I would have kept that house.
If we rented that house out, would you have raised them prices up on us like that?
I mean, like,
That's a yes.
That's a yes
That's
for
a
sure.
yes.
I mean, like you gotta adjust with market rent, like you know, like
Well, okay,
the
so
dude across the
originally
street's doing it. Why would I?
you were going to use that house. We would have rented out the top floor, and the bottom floor you wanted to turn it into like a playhouse, like a fun house with a slide and all this random.
Yeah,
other
I
stuff.
remember this. This was before we found the island house.
So what would have happened? Do you, like if you found the island house, would you have still bought it? If you had that fun house at the old vlog house?
No, I probably would have kept it. So what he's talking about is we had this idea to completely transform the old vlog house and make it into this crazy thing. We were gonna put like slides in the living room and like all this crazy stuff, but we didn't end up doing it because we found the island house and we're just like, yo, this is way cooler. And then we just sold the other house, and now we have the island house.
R.I.P. man.
Yeah.
Best house I've ever lived in.
The
So
island
many
house,
good memories in that house.
The island house is fun, but I don't know. Maybe it's just the house itself. It just doesn't feel
It's
like.
just the memories, bro.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even then, like the editors were talking about, like they would just watch the old videos and be like, I don't know what it is, but it just has this feeling that
I
like
think-
it just feels so much better.
I think it's because the videos were so much easier back then.
Yeah, probably.
I would have to agree
Yeah.
with that.
Because like, bro, YouTube is getting harder and harder and harder to make.
Well, it's because people like
please.
Mr. Beast are sending people to space.
Yeah, thanks, Mr. Beast. You freaking suck,
Squid Game with 250 million views.
bro. No, but I'm serious. Like people like, and by the way, I'm not hating on him. I love Mr. Beast, right? He's incredible. He's awesome dude. Super nice. But people like Mr. Beast come along and they kind of redefine the meaning behind a good video, right? And that raises the standard for everyone else. Like, bro, 4 years ago, we used to make a video where we would just like chill in the kitchen and we're just like, oh, let's do last to leave the kitchen. It would take us 2 hours to film it and it would be a banger. It would get 30 million views. But today, if we do that same thing, people are gonna be like,
Bro, these people are stupid.
yeah, like everyone's gonna look at it and be like, are you serious? Like,
I
what
feel
kind
like
of
it's a good
content is
thing
this?
that it's harder to make good videos now because I feel like it flushes out all the people who took advantage of like that.
No, it
easy,
definitely does.
those
But
easy
now
videos.
it's like, dude, we're spending a lot of money on videos. It's like the videos are getting more expensive. The ideas are getting crazier. Like Bro, we used to have days where we'd film like 3 videos in one day. Now it's like we're filming 1 video in 3 days.
And we're filming 3 videos a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we film once a week, once or
Yeah,
twice
we
a week.
went from posting 2 to 3 videos per week to posting 1 video a week.
And we had 3 filming days.
But it's just because the videos keep getting better and better and better, so they get harder and harder to film, and it's more and more planning, and it's more and more props, more and more this.
So you think
And-
what's next is making movies?
Yeah, where does it go? Where do you think it's
Yeah,
gonna
because
go?
you gotta find that fine line.
I think-
because, like you said, when we do a movie like the Bounty Hunter in Mexico, like people don't watch it because they're not gonna go to YouTube for that. They're just gonna go to Netflix. So you gotta find that like fine line.
Yeah, I mean, I
Like-
think the biggest thing is just the idea of the video.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna win at the end of the day. If
Yeah, I would say like
it's-
Trahan is
it's
like
the best ideas. It's the most creative ideas.
Trahan's Penny series. That's like a Netflix show,
Yeah.
essentially. And then the Mr. Beast Bounty Hunter videos. Those are like mini movies, but it has the elements of YouTube. I think that's where we missed the mark.
Yeah, but Trahan's smart because he knows how to connect with his audience like a lot of other creators don't. A lot of creators are just like retention, super fast intro, super fast this, like get to the point right away, like give the people what they want. And like Ryan is different. He's like, let me build a story, let me get you engaged, let me do this. Like he's like a whole different like style. But it's smart because it kind of reminds me of like what Casey Neistat used to do, like his old videos, you know? That's kind of what it reminds me of. But it's just like more of a purpose than a daily vlog. It's like a daily vlog, but it's like a purpose-driven.
There's always a motive
Goal. Yeah.
in those videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, that's really smart. I mean, I think what he's doing is genius. He's going to be a really, really big creator. Like, you know, I give it like 2 more years and he's going to be like 50 million subs.
You think you'll ever see 100 mil?
Oh, yeah. Bro, this is like just... Bro, I'm just like scratching this iceberg. Like, this is just the beginning. Like, I feel like I've accomplished like 1% of what I want to do.
What are
You-
we at? 14 mil?
14.1 or 4.2.
When did you join the team at subscriber point?
I want to say 8 or 8.
No,
You-
not on the vlog channel. It was like when we first started.
What was it?
It was like 1 million or less
Yeah.
than 1 million.
No way.
Did you say you
Yeah.
joined at 8 million?
Hey, we were already in the warehouse when we hit 7 though.
I joined at 3.
Yeah.
Oh,
I joined around
snap.
5.
That was 4 years ago. Hey, cut me some slack.
So you could probably say like 2.
I think
Yeah.
probably like 1 or 2 million.
I would say like 2.8 for me, 2.8 to like 3 mil.
Yo, I would love to see us hit 100 mil, but dang, bro.
Bro, we're going to have to do something crazy to hit 100
Like-
million.
Four years ago, we were at 1
Go
mil.
to space, bro. We gotta go last to leave
Like,
space.
we're definitely growing, but we got to do something crazy to hit 100 million. Like, we got
Go to
to,
space and find some aliens.
like,
Find
there's
some
like,
alien
Dude, we gotta be the first YouTubers to collab with aliens.
collabing.
Yo, just go to the moon.
Oh, imagine.
That's where they're
bro.
all at. On the backside,
you
bro.
know what's scary? And Elon Musk said this in like a podcast the other day, and he was saying he was talking about aliens, and he said it's really scary if there is aliens, but what's even scarier is if there isn't aliens,
Yeah.
because that makes us extremely rare.
Dude, that would suck.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. It's just
Yeah,
the
it's so
look you
funny.
gave
Yeah.
after you said
That's
that.
a little funny.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, no, I completely understand.
But like, if you think about it, if there's no aliens out there, imagine how rare human life is.
That would suck, bro. I feel
That's
like-
what I'm saying.
like, what's
That
the
would
point of going to
suck because
space?
we're the only ones. Like, that's it. But if there is aliens, then that's also kind of scary because like we don't know what they're capable of.
What if... You think there's just like other humans out there? Like it's not just aliens that you see in like Star Wars. Like it's just
I don't
humans.
know, bro. Like I really
Like what
don't
if there's
know.
no other type of aliens? It's just other humans. That would suck, bro.
Just all look the same.
Yeah, everyone just like it's just like the same world. That would suck because that's not very creative.
Yeah. That would.
Yeah, we just met a whole new civilization,
Yeah,
but
but,
they're
like,
just like us.
You don't
so,
want
like,
them to.
who
You would want
cares?
them to be like blue or something, like Avatar.
What if they were all like? What if the way they looked was just so different?
What if they're all like
Like they weren't even
Like
like
they're-
humanoids. They were
No, like they're like they were just weird.
Like
their
horizontal?
Their heads were like in their stomach, or something.
See, that's what I mean.
And
Like Men
they
in
pee
Black
out their
aliens.
fingers.
Yeah, they like pee out their fingers, or they like like. Could you imagine if it was like something that weird?
I would like it. It'd be cool.
To pee out your fingers?
They have like in the bathroom.
Okay, not that
In all the bathrooms they have like, because usually like we have like a urinal, you know,
Or
but they have
toilet,
like
yeah.
these little. It's like this little thing that you just put your finger in and pee, like you know. Like,
Bro, that would be so much more convenient instead of actually getting up. Like, imagine you're sitting at the airplane, just like,
You wouldn't have to wash your hands. You just gotta wash a finger.
you go, you lick your fingertips like you just ate some chicken.
well, where's the poop come out of?
What's you say?
Where's the poop come?
Oh. What if it was like Spider-Man?
Your
You had to go
toes.
like this, and it comes out your wrist. You're just like,
Would you do that? Would you, if you had to like poop out of your toes?
oh.
Dude,
No.
socks would be like
I don't know if
diapers.
I'd like
That'd
that.
be-
Dude, that
Disgusting.
would be terrible. Like, imagine just like you're walking, you're taking a hike.
Imagine it comes out of your armpit. Just like lift one up.
That sounds actually kind of convenient.
Yeah. You're just like walking.
What do you
you're
mean?
just,
What
like-
if you live up like where it's cold all the time? You gotta take off your jacket.
Well,
then
picture
your
this:
shirt.
like you're like squatting, and your armpits are already up, so it's just like, there you go.
I like what we have.
What if it
going
comes
on
out of
right
both
now.
armpits, but you don't know which one it comes out of?
Would you do that for an entire year?
What?
What if you had 8 different exit points of your poop for an entire year, but you never know where it's coming out from? Would you like?
This
We'll
just got
do this
weird.
hypothetical. You get $20 million.
Bro, what? What are we talking about?
No, like, all right. I'm gonna go off what he says.
All right.
You have like 8 different spots. Like you have your armpit, and your fingertips,
Your nose.
Your belly
whatever.
button.
Yeah.
But you never know which hole it's gonna come out of or
Okay.
what spot. It's a You get $20,000 a month or whatever, and one day out of each month you have like explosive like
Diarrhea.
like
So-
Ohio, bro.
What? Wait, do I only poo on that one day?
No, there's just one day that like it.
So I still poo on the other days?
Yeah.
Yes. So like normal, you would like how you normally poop now.
Yeah, I mean, like, I would.
But one day
I mean,
out of
20
every month.
20K a month, that's a lot of money, bro.
Yeah, but you never know at what time or whatever.
Just sit in the bathtub and soak it up. I don't know.
But you wouldn't know. You could be at like a business meeting and then
You
all
could
of a
be right
sudden-
next
Does
to
it
Mike
come-
Tyson and Nobu, and you just
It just like squirts out of my neck on his
Yeah.
face.
You could be meeting the first alien, shake his hand, and a turd comes out of your fingers.
That'd be
He's
great.
like, oh, me too.
No, and then it starts planetary annihilation, bro.
That'd be legendary. Oh my
You caused
gosh.
the human alien
I mean,
war.
yeah, sure. I'll do it, I guess. I mean, 20K a month, like, I'll just take a shower while I poo.
I would do it, but it just scares me that one day, bro. Like,
Bro, could you imagine?
Ohio, dude.
Bro, could you imagine?
Ohio.
Could you imagine taking a video of that? You know how viral that would go? Like, you just like shoot it like Spider-Man's web.
He really is
Just
a
like
businessman.
you're just like spraying it all over the wall. Like,
Always thinking of content, bro.
all right, podcast is over. Goodbye. I'm out.